Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you guys are doing great. So recently I discovered a niche house by the name of Renier Perfumes, and they have 4 different fragrances in their collection, and they are Kisses Rain, Oud Rain, Crystal Rain and Black Rain. Each of these fragrances were inspired by paintings. The founder is Renier Rodriguez Mendez, and he is also a painter and a great one at that, and he was inspired to do this collection through his paintings. The nose who worked on these fragrances is Daniel Jossier, and he also has his own fragrance line that I would love to check out as well. I decided to purchase decants of the collection to see what they're all about, and I also purchased a full bottle of one of these fragrances, which I'll talk about later. I did try these on my skin and I gave them full wearing, so I just wanted to tell you guys what I think of them. So let's start off with Crystal Rain. This one is such a pretty clean scent. It was created in 2016, and to me this one is a fresh, spicy, woody, white floral. Crystal Rain is quite uplifting and zesty. It opens up with bright citruses, dewy, watery white flowers, and some green bitterness. This one would be a perfect springtime scent. It's very clean, very crisp, definitely a crowd pleaser type of fragrance. I can imagine getting lots of compliments on this one because, as I said, it's a very clean and citrusy type of scent, so it's not offensive, nothing like that. It's so beautiful though, and I think that the name suits it perfectly. Crystal Rain. So if you imagine a beautiful raindrop and it's like crystallized, I can imagine this scent being just like that raindrop. So the notes are orange blossom, apple, bergamot, thyme, cypress, cedar, jasmine, amber, leather and ambergris. I do not get much leather. I do get the bitterness though, and I'm assuming that is from maybe the leather and the cypress, but it's not your typical leather perfume. It's more of a crisp, lemony, fresh citrus type of scent. So I do get a lot of that green apple in there and a lot of those white dewy florals. Some people have said that it reminds them of Creed Aventus for men. I like Creed Aventus. I know a lot of people either love it or hate it. I love it. I do. I think it's a sexy fragrance on a guy. Well, I do get the same vibe. They do smell kind of similar, but Crystal Rain is more of a green apple type of scent, and Creed Aventus is more, you get that more smoky pineapple. So, look, if they didn't already have a women's version, then I think that Crystal Rain would definitely have been a perfect Aventus Creed Aventus women's version. Definitely. This one should have been a women's version for Aventus. This is the way I see it, because it's very close to it, but at the same time it's just a little bit more crisp and fresh, maybe. Yeah, not so much smoky or pineapple. Yeah. So I get moderate sillage, moderate longevity on this one. It's, you'd probably need to reapply it, but I wouldn't mind that because the scent is just so pretty. So I did love this one, and I'm considering to purchase a full bottle. Oud Rain is such a unique one. This is a tropical beauty. So it's made up with beautifully blended notes of tropical fruits, some smoke and some oud. So when I first sprayed this one on, I smelt red grapes. I smelt red berries or red grapes or something red fruits in there. And this was without looking at the notes, so I didn't know what was in it. I just smelt red grapes, but that soon fades, and then I start smelling the tropical fruits. They're very exotic fruits like mango, papaya, things like that. And it kind of reminded me of like a hot, humid jungle, or fruits that grow in the jungle, or, you know, something like that. So they're not your ordinary fruits. They're very exotic, and you smell that. And when I say fruits, I'm talking about the actual peel, the skin peel, the flesh of the fruits, not so much the inside of the fruit. So you do get that type of bitterness quality to it. And 30 minutes in and it becomes smoky. It becomes a little bit smoky. I'm not talking about a lot of smoke, but it does have that smoky, woody sense to it. So this one is probably, I'd say, a fruity oud, but it has a smokiness to it, and it does become a little bit more soapy in the dry down. It's very sexy, very unique. It's not your typical fruit and oud scent, so it's not cloying or overly sweet or anything like that. It's more of an exotic beauty, you know, like exotic fruits with a touch of oud. So it's a really, really nice one. Again, moderate sillage, moderate longevity. I got about maybe 4 to 5 hours on this one. So the notes are tangerine, mango, pineapple, plum, papaya, cypress, oud, sandalwood, nutmeg, saffron, cedarwood, cistus, and animal accords. It is a little bit animalic, tiny bit, but I guess that's where maybe I got skin peel or some bitterness from there. I don't know, but all in all, it's a great fragrance, very unique one, and quite unisex. The next one is Black Rain, and unfortunately I received it like this because it had evaporated in the mail, so that was a big bummer, but because I did love it. I do love this one so much, but yeah, unfortunately it kind of leaked, but that's okay. So Black Rain, it opens up sharp and musky and a tad masculine, but then it sweetens up. Maybe 15 minutes in, it sweetens up and it becomes quite powdery on my skin. I detected a lot of maybe iris or violet and rose, and it kind of has this tea effect, like it smells like a fragrant tea. It has a beautiful sweetness about it. Again, it's not cloying or overly sweet, but just a beautiful sort of sweetness. And at this stage, I hadn't looked at the notes, so I didn't know what notes were in this fragrance, but I did kind of get this chamomile tea with smooth leather, powder, and rose. They're the main notes that I did smell. And looking at the notes now, there are rose, chamomile, violet, jasmine, leather, patchouli, musk, orange blossom, and ambergris. So there were those notes that I did smell. So that's a good thing. I did detect those notes. It's beautifully blended, but you do detect each note. So that's a good thing. It's quite musky. It's quite strong. Like, this is probably the strongest fragrance in this collection. It has super longevity. It's got excellent projection. You will get noticed when you wear this one. So it's kind of a beastly kind of a fragrance. It's not quiet at all. Very long lasting scent. All in all, I really, really love this one, and I'm thinking of purchasing a full bottle. I have kept my favorite one to last, the Kisses Rain. This fragrance is so good. And it is my favorite one out of the collection. So this one is considered to be an oriental woody scent. It's warm, spicy, almond, balsamic, powdery, and sweet. To me, it's more of a gourmand perfume. Oriental gourmand, I would say. So the notes on this one is bergamot, agarwood, cardamom, rose, almond, atlas cedar, coffee, heliotrope, amber, musk, patchouli, vanilla, and tolu balsam. Um, this is cardamom heavy, guys. This one is so delicious. And to me, it smells, honestly, it smells like black coffee with ginger biscuit and an almond ginger biscuit actually with black coffee. So that's what it smells like to me. Now, the first time I tried this one on, I got more of an almond note, so that I got like lots of spices and almond. The second time I tried this on, which was yesterday, I got a ton of black coffee. Like, what? I didn't know what was going on. So I'm assuming that each time I wear this fragrance, it's going to give me something else, which is totally fine because I love it either way. I love when it's almond heavy and I loved when it was coffee. So the coffee note in this fragrance is the bitter type of coffee. So it's that green, bitter, maybe toasted coffee beans. It's not your creamy, milky coffee, but it's more of a ginger, cardamom, black Turkish coffee or Arabic coffee. You know, it's very spicy and it's very almondy, this fragrance. So if you're into those types of notes, grab this fragrance because it is absolutely delicious. I wore this twice and I couldn't stop smelling myself. Honestly, guys, it's really, really good. The notes in this fragrance, although they're edible notes, they dance on your skin. You know, they just sit there and you can smell, you can pick up individual notes. So what I love about this house is that you can pick up on the notes. It's not completely blended to the point where you just smell one type of scent or perfume. No, you do pick up on the notes and they smell so good. So Kisses Rain is, for me anyway, it's definitely a cold weather perfume. Ideal for maybe autumn and winter. It's quite unisex. All of these fragrances are unisex. I get a holiday vibe from this fragrance, like Christmas vibe, or it's that type of season perfume. It's, to me, definitely a mature gourmand type of scent. I get great longevity from this one, so it lasts maybe about 6 hours on my skin, and yeah, it's a very warm fragrance, extremely warm, cinnamony, just such a delight to wear. It's honestly, it just gives me this feeling that I'm drinking a hot black Arabic or Turkish coffee infused with cardamom and spice, while dipping my almond ginger biscuit in the coffee. I can just imagine that. It's so cozy and warm and absolutely delicious. So each of these fragrances come with their own painting, and I just wanted to show you the painting for Kisses Rain because I think it's so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? And if you go on their website, you will get to see each of the paintings, and they are just so incredibly beautiful. So I do love the inspiration behind these fragrances. I think that I love art, and it's just amazing to me that they can make fragrances based on artwork. That's just amazing. So when I purchased these, I mentioned that I was going to do a review on them, and they were kind enough to send me another sample pack. It's brand new, so they sent it for me to do a giveaway. So isn't that awesome? So you get 5 ml decants of each of their fragrances, and they are obviously sealed. So if you want to win this sample pack, just leave a comment down below and tell me which fragrance that you're most interested in trying. I'd love to know. So that was my take on this fragrance house, Renier Perfumes. If you have tried these fragrances, let me know which are your favorites, or if you haven't, which ones you would love to try. And till next time, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will catch you next time. Bye bye.